recorder. Attendance, John,
Present.
Martha's here. And wait a minute, make a motion to go into a non-public.
It's right on the front of the agenda, Martha.
Oh, it is?
Yep, Matt has it in there. It's A.
Oh,
John, it's bolt-on rubber pad shoes, but when you printed it, don't come out. So we're gonna just write it on here?
Write it on there.
I got it, Matt.
I got it.
first session per RSA 91-A:3, Roman numeral 2, parentheses A. John,
I'll second that.
all in favor?
Roll call.
John,
Yes.
Martha, yes. Okay.
304.
Non-public, Frank?
And we're going back to the public session. I have to make a motion to seal the minutes for the non-public session we just held.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
353.
Do you have anything, John?
Yep. We have, just let me finish looking through this. We have a contract here, this is for the town for an excavator, a Volvo EC 145EL. This has been a long time coming. I was shocked that we didn't have an excavator when I became a selectman 3.5 years ago. And what we're paying now for monthly leases, continual storm damage, this is gonna give us a 7-year lease at $40,000 per year. It has an escape clause that if town meeting next year doesn't approve it, we get out of it. The first payment's not due till October 1st, 2024. It's with Chadwick and Baross, B-A-R-O-S-S. I think this is gonna be one of the best improvements for the highway department to be able to continue to maintain the roads as they should be without any delays.
So Brent knit it large for us.
Yeah, the rental costs are ridiculous.
We ran into this year, you just can't get one.
Right, you can't even get them anymore because of all the storm
You had to
damage.
rent it from local.
So I make a motion to approve this, subject to the conditions I just stated. Do I have a second?
I second that.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Martha, you can sign this, because you're the chair, so.
Is it on tracks or wheels?
Tracks.
Tracks?
Rubber
Yep.
tracks. Well,
Okay.
metal
Zero-
tracks
I
with
know what
rubber
you're talking
pads.
Zero turn.
Yeah.
They are steel tracks, it's just you can clip pads onto them.
Right,
So we wanna work on pavement.
okay.
I guess everything else can wait till downstairs, I think, in here. It's just mostly clerical abatements. That's it.
28.
Did you say on there, John, that price also comes with a 7-year
Oh,
warranty?
yep,
fully?
7-year,
Nothing.
3,000 an hour, no
Yep.
questions asked, warranty, covers
That's
everything
awesome.
including damage,
That's
which is impressive.
So just give this right back to TJ.
Yeah, TJ can
Be all
take it.
set.
Does that say blade in here?
What?
Does that say it comes with a blade?
The 145 only comes with
It's a four-way blade?
two-way.
Oh, two-way blade? That's all I got, until downstairs, I believe.
All right, I make a motion to recess until 4:15.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
356.
Oh, he's gonna say, I know what he's gonna say, I already answered you.
Tomorrow I have.
What, you started?
No,
No,
they're trying to play the cards close to this.
go during the day.
Vote for Dallas.
In fact, I didn't hear
Yeah.
that.
Yep. Get that weather vane out.
He's usually sitting in TJ's. I thought they had
It doesn't be much of a problem.
no, I don't think so.
Yeah, they do, right over there.
Yeah, should I bring that down?
I don't know. Where's Sue?
Not here.
They got an easy job there. Oh, I was gonna get you one.
Trying to help you out, I don't think you're being funny.
I wasn't being funny.
Oh, you want one of them?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, I thought you meant the big one like in the.
No, they got one.
I don't need that.
Oh, okay. Well, I was trying to be nice, he needs,
460.
he needs more than that.
It's 415, just so you know.
I need more help than that, that's right.
Yeah, you do. Times that.
Okay, we're gonna reconvene the meeting from our recess, and I ask you to join us for the pledge of allegiance to flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Then we'll open the meeting for public input.
You gonna ask? Oh, I want to ask about Huckin Street. You guys talked about a couple weeks ago, there was an emergency engineering thing going on. You were gonna have the meeting the next day. Whatever happened with that? The house on Huckins?
The engineer didn't feel he could accomplish anything within a reasonable time frame and essentially declined to do the work.
Oh,
I believe the TJ's made and I'll let him speak to it, has made contact with the property owner several times, and he at one point was going to hire some company to shore the building up, but that's not going to fix the foundation. I think we're at a point where we're going to pave the road and continue the zoning enforcement action from the zoning office here.
I believe the road's been paved twice with it exactly the way it is.
It's a little different. If you get underneath, it's a little different. It's fallen in a little bit more. But we've put together a plan with the paving company to kind of limit the amount of stress on the road right there while we pave it, keeping compactors shut off, the vibrator off, maybe a little bit smaller compactor in that
I
area.
know they will rattle the building.
I just can't leave that road unpaved because there's structures on it.
Well, that's
So-
what I was wondering about because,
But just the whole process kind of pushed us back a little bit, but it should be in the next few weeks if they pave it.
okay, but you didn't get anything from the engineer on that.
He wouldn't touch it.
Just
pretty
an
much.
email that says, yeah, we're going to decline to do the work.
Building's in bad shape, let's just put it that way. It's coming down.
I know the building, I've seen
Everything's
it.
leaning, you can see it.
It's just,
It's
you know,
it's accelerating.
I know the road is an issue because.
My main concern was getting the road open and getting our sewer line and our water line accessible, because I can't go into winter without having that.
Right,
So,
exactly.
and we can't do that until we pave, because right now all those structures they're lowered and they're capped.
Oh,
So-
no, I've driven down it, I've looked at it a few times, and I'm like, you're limited on time too.
Drainage is all done on it. We did all the drainage on it. We got, actually, one of the landowners down there, I can't thank them enough. They gave us a drainage easement, put a giant water turnout in on the right.
Oh, nice.
She couldn't have been better. She wanted to work with the town. It's on her property now, and the deed, on her deed, the drainage easement is, but it will protect the town and always be able to maintain it.
Yeah, so it's just that one building, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. And it's only about a 40-foot section we gotta worry about, so.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't talked to him, maybe I can talk to him about shoring it up.
No, you
Because I
can't
know-
touch it right now.
No? No shoring it up?
No, it's beyond that.
Okay.
That's been caving in for a long time.
And it's accelerated over the past 6 months or a year.
Yeah, okay. So I see where it's
Much
going.
Water, rain, water.
I'm gonna leave that one alone now.
Good idea, guys.
You ain't no good to talk about.
Okay, that was it. That, other than all the other crap going on around the country, I'm good.
Lake Hill and Huckins Road will be paved very shortly.
Oh,
Good.
oh, yeah, and I noticed that too, but I figured that was like anytime soon.
Yeah, these
Because you did the
pavers are on a
police department.
schedule,
Yeah,
and when
you
you
did
have a rainy day, it puts them back a day, and then we
Well,
won't.
we haven't had any rain this
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah, exactly.
I encourage you to go look at Fogg's Ridge.
Oh,
if you
I've been
haven't.
there. I make it around town. I do
Fogg's
get
Ridge
around.
that's a lot of work.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I know. There's a lot of work everywhere in
Yeah.
town.
Everybody's got it.
Yep,
Yeah. Well, we probably won't have to do it for another 100 years.
hopefully not there, I hope not.
Well, if they stop spraying chemtrails in the sky, we'd be good.
Yep,
You don't have to worry about it in 100 years, you won't be here.
I won't be here. You might be though.
No, I won't.
Okay.
Any more public input?
No, we're just bantering, so.
The check voucher totals for the week ending 8/26/23. Total payroll was $46,457.55. General fund accounts payable was $27,671.20. Water department spent $529.84. Total payments were $74,658.59. Make a motion to approve these.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Not bought it, they're renting it.
I have a supplemental tax warrant in the amount of $226. Make a motion to approve this.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
That's all I have. The minutes won't be approved this week because John wasn't here last week, Sue's not here this week, so they're available if anybody wants to look at them.
I have a ton of abatements here. I'm gonna bunch them together where I can. I have request for clerical abatement for map 104, lot 14, sub 12, in the amount of $82.58. The camper was registered for the season. And same map and lot, sub 5, in the amount of $102. The camper wasn't on site until May. Make a motion to approve these.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I have a clerical abatement for map 38, lot 16, sub 5, in the amount of $9. Everything on this site was removed prior to April 1st, so make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Request for clerical abatement for 115 Newman Drew Road, map 17, lot 1, sub C19. Camper was registered as of April 1st. The abatement amount is $93. Make a motion to approve it.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Clerical abatement for map 14, map 104, lot 14, sub 10. Camper was registered for the 23 season in the amount of $82. And another one at the same location, sub same lot, sub 10, tax year 2022. First one was for 2023 in the amount of $163. Make a motion to approve these, sir.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I got a request for abatement from 535 Route 25 East. It's the Ossipee Masonic Lodge. Assessor recommended to deny it. I'm going to read the reason. I sent the applicant a hardship abatement worksheet, which may not be applicable in this case because they are an organization, not an individual. Typically, the hardship abatement for inability to pay would be for an individual. However, since they have not returned with any requested documentation, is the reason for the denial. Generally, this type of circumstance, hardship abatement will be at the discretion of the Board of Selectmen. He recommends to deny it. Make a motion to deny this abatement.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
That's from map 47, lot 1. And I just want to comment on that also, this is going back 3 years ago, how long, 2.5 years ago. In the Bodwell report, they also stated in the Bodwell report, you cannot grant an abatement to circumvent another law. So if you don't qualify for an exemption, you then don't issue an abatement to bypass the exemption law. So that also falls on this also. So now these are all grouped into one. These are 27 or so clerical abatements for 110 Nichols Road. The reason why there's so many, we had an assessing software where it was down for a small period of time, so there was the time frame for the abatements lapsed, so hence we have to issue these abatements to make up for the time lapse. So let's see, these are all for 110 Nichols Road. They're all map 29, lot 1, but there's different subs, and I'll read each sub with the relevant details. So first one is sub 337. The abatement amount is $208. The camper was registered for the 2023 season. I'm going to make one motion for all of these. The next one was for sub 337. This was for the 2020, wait a minute, why is that? 2023 season, sub 337. This is a duplicate. That's the same one. Here, she has two copies in there. So it's for sub 337, the amount of $208. The next one is sub 335 in the amount of $311. These are all for campers that were registered for the season. Next one is sub 654 in the amount of $207.30, same reason. Next one was sub 618 in the amount of $208. These are all for 2023 for the same reason. Next one is sub 359 in the amount of $208 for the same reason. Next one is sub 391 in the amount of $208 for the same reason. Next one is sub 332 in the amount of $208 for the same reason. Sub 629 in the amount of $208, because these are all assessed at $20,000, that's why they're all $208, because they're all campers. Next one is sub 59 in the amount of $16. The camper was assessed at a lower value of only $1,500. Next one is sub 271 in the amount of $192 for the same reason. Next one is sub 350 in the amount of $104 for the same reason. Next one was sub 667 in the amount of $104 for the same reason. Next one was sub 418 in the amount of $622 for the same reason. Next one was sub 418 in the amount of $226. This is for year 2023. The previous one was for 2022. Next one is sub 309 in the amount of $162 for the same reason. That was for 2023. Next one is sub 341 in the amount of $140 for the same reason. Next one was sub 608 in the amount of $208 for the same reason. Next one, sub 622 in the amount of $208 for the same reason. Sub 314 in the amount of $208 for the same reason. Next one was sub 176 in the amount of $151 for the same reason. Next one was sub 170 in the amount of $208 for the same reason. Next one was sub 628 in the amount of $208 for the same reason. This is getting monotonous. Next one was sub 620 in the amount of $208 for the same reason. Okay, next sub is 652 in the amount of $126 for the same reason. Next one was map 29, lot 1, sub 640, same map and lot, in the amount of $208 for the same reason. Next one was sub 665 in the amount of $208 for the same reason. And I think that's all of them. So I make a motion to approve all those clerical abatements that I just said for 110 Nichols Road for map 29, lot 1 with all the sublots. Make a motion to approve that.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
There was one more in the pile for back to 130 Gretchen Road, map 73, lot 9, sub 24. Same reason, camper was registered in the amount of $48. Motion to approve that.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I have a notice of decision from the planning board, case number 2307 SPR, Birch's Bait and Tackle. Was granted a site plan review to open and operate a bait and tackle shop.
Right down the street.
Another case, 23-06 SPR, Cogo.
What's going on? Oh, okay.
Cogo is still kilowatts on the go, that's an acronym. They want granted final site plan approval to operate an electrical vehicle charging station. That's at the old Citizen Bank.
I remember.
What was that?
I wonder what was happening.
Yeah, they're putting 4 charging stations in.
Yeah, I only had 3 things I wanted them to do, but I
Yeah.
don't think they did any of them, so.
I got another case here, let's see, case 23-01-BLA,
Fires.
was granted a conditional boundary line adjustment for 3 lots, map 261, lot 10, lot 11, and lot 12.
Bathrooms.
I got another case here, 23-01 SUVD Pitchfork Holdings was granted a conditional approval for a 7-lot subdivision. That's at 800 Route 16.
Building like hell.
That's a subdivision.
Yeah.
I got something, we didn't do this upstairs, this is for the certification. So I have a request from the chief. The chief is trying to bring the Ossipee Police Department into the 21st century. He is getting us certified through the state, through a new program, which is it's a higher bar to meet. What was there, 100 and, how many points was it?
114.
114 points the department has to meet to get certified. We're already at 51%, so we're doing good. He's gonna get us to,
Can I ask what a certification does for us?
I'll get you there. So he's trying to get us to where we need to be. He's making us, this is gonna bring in policy, he's gonna bring in accountability, he's gonna bring in transparency, he's gonna bring in consistency, which is huge for the department. You'll ask your question as soon as I make the motion. So the motion is in the amount of $5,638. This is to get the software and other details relevant to getting us to that certified level. Make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. You're the chair, you can take questions.
Go ahead, Dennis.
My only question was, what does the certification do for us, for the town?
If I may,
Jeez, keep that.
the state of New Hampshire, Governor Sununu back in 22 decided to come up with an accreditation. Back in 1978, the state had a CALIA-based accreditation that failed, so now he's trying to bring it back. Ossipee PD was the first town in the state to apply for this accreditation. You have to meet 114 bullet points. So what that does, number one, for the town and the community, it increases community advocacy. So in other words, we're very transparent. Number two, it strengthens support from other government agencies. They don't look at a non-certified any different, but they're going to say to themselves, you know what, they have this stuff correct. Basically, what it comes down to is if an officer does something, there's a report that has to be filed, has to be documented and supported by our policy and, of course, state law. It's a stronger defender against civil lawsuits because you do everything the same. As Selectmen said, there's consistency. Everything is done the same every which way. It also is going to reduce the liability, hopefully, with the town insurance company. Because that's going to support, you know what, they do everything to a standard. Everything will have a standard that has to be met. So what happens, we apply for the accreditation, you got to go through policy, you got to go through the building, your police vehicles. Here's an easy example. If an officer uses force, they have to come back, finish the call, finish the report, do a separate report for use of force that has to be approved by their supervisors and filed. So again, it's done correctly.
They weren't doing that before?
There was a lot of things that this town PD wasn't doing before that should have been done.
And this will force them to do it?
There's no exception, correct?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Bringing it into the 21st century.
Well, I know, and there's a lot of stuff that goes on in town that we don't hear about. And as a matter of fact, probably nobody hears about it. You know?
Yep. So it's a great thing.
Will this accreditation help you be in compliant with RSA 106 L17, which is the whole grievance process?
Yes, because you have to have a policy for that, correct? Yes.
Very good.
Sounds like it's a good thing.
It is. And I applaud the chief for doing it.
It's a lot of work, I'll be honest with you. I've been through other agencies that had it. I've been part of the accreditation team. It's documentation. That's what it comes down to.
So when somebody FOIA requests, you hide it right there?
Yes,
Because that could possibly happen.
sure.
Just to follow up. So in order to get accreditation, you have to spend the $5,600 for the software? You
The
have to have that in
state,
place.
it's called Power DMS, and the state is using Power DMS, so their accreditation personnel can come in, upload it, look at it, okay, they meet this is done, that's done correctly. Then they actually come and do a site visit for 2 days. So the application fee to the state was $500. The other portion of this was the Power DMS program.
Another follow-up. Any other towns in the area using this that you know of?
Yes, And I talked to an individual that's over the state accreditation throughout the state. His name is Michael French. After we applied, there's been numerous other agencies applying for this accreditation throughout the state. And part of it is going to be the Power DMS. I am extremely familiar with Power DMS. It's a great system, but not just that. Like if you're looking for an open records request for an officer training, it's right there. Everything's going to be uploaded to this system, along with our policies and the accreditation process.
Okay.
Another follow-up. After reading through the RSA, it seemed like the only weak point for the legislation was following the grievances from the point of it being reported, making sure that it went down to the Police Standards Training, Police Conduct Review Committee, and making sure that happens. I don't see that in there, where there's some, and I'm wondering if that system will follow that grievance to make sure it's been sent.
It could, but again, part of the system and part of the RSA is to have a standardized reporting of a grievance. Like if you go in the station now, it's posted, the ethics standard that the International Police Chiefs Association adopted and the New Hampshire standard, that's posted. And also a complaint form, it's going to be standardized. And anything that's submitted to us will be sent to the New Hampshire, Training Council. But again, it's to be in compliance.
So is it okay with you that if I approach any other police department that I come across to call you up to get them signed on to? Because nationally, this seems like this would be a good idea also.
It is. A lot of, I know Portsmouth, New Hampshire is already accredited through CALEA. Dover is already accredited. And I'm sure you guys seen Sean Mask around. He worked in Dover, and he's again familiar with the system, the accreditation process. It holds everybody liable, and everybody's on the same page. So hopefully it will get out there that the state's trying to push this. I believe in accreditation because everything is done at the same time.
It also will help protect good police officers and also the public.
Correct. Yes, absolutely. It builds that trust and transparency that's been lacking.
Good. Very good.
Okay.
Thank you.
I have the Carroll County financial audit ending December 31st, 2021. If someone wants to review it, it'll be in the Selectmen's office, in the red folder. I'll just ask the girls. They'll do it.
I know.
No,
Matt, you good? No? 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 I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
4:38.
There's a lot of debate.
Like,